Pearse Doherty.
There's considerable concern amongst many parents in relation to meningitis and the fact particularly that a number of children, 3 I understand, have died in recent weeks as a result of meningitis. We know from the programme for government from October 2016 there was an extended vaccination for meningitis B, but for children born before that date they have to go and pay for it themselves privately. And that costs between €300 and €450. And that is the huge concern, that many families simply don't have that money to protect their child. Many families have one child which is protected because they were born after October 2016, but other children who aren't. And they're seriously concerned. The President of the National Association of General Practitioners, Matthew O'Toole, he said that it amounts to medical apartheid, where only those who can afford the vaccine are vaccinated, and while those who cannot are not. And this leads to significant parental stress and anxiety, he said. So can I ask you, will you do what thousands of parents right across the state are calling on you to do, what GPs are calling on you to do as they're being inundated in their clinics and have to break the news that regardless of whether you have a medical card or not, you simply cannot get this vaccine for your child if he was or she was born before October 2016. So will you ensure that there is a catch-up programme for all children under the age of 18 so that we can protect our children from meningitis strain B and ensure that it is eradicated by having the necessary level of vaccinations within the state?
Minister Daly.
Deputy, for the question. Meningitis B, I know there's been an increase in the number of cases. There was 11 new cases this year as opposed to 5 last year. But it is important to note there has been no new case since the 6th of January that has been diagnosed since then. As regards the question you asked about vaccinations, it's not a decision that the Minister for Health can make or should make. It's done by the National Immunisation Committee, and at this point in time the National Immunisation Committee has not recommended that immunisation would be provided for meningitis B for children. As you know, all newborns are available of the vaccine since 2016, but it is not recommended that those after that, and we would be relying on the advice of the National Immunisation Committee.